Hi everybody, I'm proud of y'all too for going ahead and getting hitched. I just wanted to say, tell y'all a little story. I'm John's older cousin, and growing up, him and Jill and Elizabeth and Hillary, they all looked up to me as an older cousin. And I was cool. You know, I was a little bit older, had a four-wheeler, and lived on a farm, and they really thought I was the cat's meow. And they wanted to marry Bob. They wanted to marry their cousin Bob. And Jonathan too, he wanted to marry Bob. And it was a funny thing for us, you know, growing up. John wanted to marry Bob. And John, I'm just happy to say I think you found the right bride. Congratulations, you two, and I hope it's many, many years of bliss.
Anybody else want to say something nice or not so nice about the couple? Well, I asked to not have just a big lull. I'll go ahead and say a few words. Kat, we all know that you're wonderful. I love John with all my heart, but I will say that I think that he's getting the better end of this. So, Kat, congratulations, John. But this is to you, Kat, but you know John very well, and this is to everybody out here that may not know John as well as his family as I do. I came into the family in about, I guess, 1999. I met Jill. We went to school together, so I knew John, but not really. I tried to court Jill for a long time. It took a while, so I knew of John, but started dating Jill and really got to know John in 1999 when you were, I guess, 15, 16 years old. And, I'll tell you this, I'm going to tell you a few things about John. John was a skateboarder, and when he decided to skateboard, he didn't just have one board or anything, he was all into it. He had the videos, he skated all the time, the skater clothes, everything, the video games, he was all into skating. And then, John progressed a little bit more, and John decided to become a cigarette smoker. And John was one of the best cigarette smokers I've known my whole life. I mean, he was, he went all in on it. He smoked all the time. He smelled like cigarettes, and he was a heck of a cigarette smoker as well. John then decided, after a lot of thought, he decided to be a nurse, and he went all in on that. This out of the blue, decided I want to be a nurse. Went to Columbia State, is that correct? Became a nurse, and he went all in on that as well. Working nights and became a very good nurse. John decided he wanted to be a musician. John bought a guitar, took some guitar lessons, spent about $9,000, $10,000, and made a CD. He went all in on being a musician and making a CD. John then decided, you know what, I don't want to smoke anymore. I want to be a hiker. So what do you do, John? Do you go to Radnor Lake and you just decide, I'm going to do a few things? No, he goes to REI, spends about $9,000 or $10,000 on some hiking board, and he goes to Colorado for 4 months. He goes to Italy, wherever else you go to hike, he does that. So let me just say this, when John decides to do something, he goes all in. So when John came up to mine and Jill's house and said, I feel like I've made a mistake, I feel like I've let Kat get away, John went all in on getting her back, and he did. It didn't take very long. He put all his effort out there, and he decided to get back with Kat, and Kat graciously said yes, and John decided to marry Kat, and this is what I want to say is, when John does something, he goes all in. So when John wants to marry you and he decides that he wants to spend the rest of his life with you, then I can assure you that John will go all in on that and give it his best. So congratulations to John. Anybody else? All right. I'm gonna announce, I'm gonna have to go mess with the computer to make sure I can get the song on, but at this time, I would like to announce Mr. and Mrs. John Jackson for their first dance.